A falling sunset creeps across a field of golden reeds, their stalks swaying into the wind beyond a clear, stained glass window. Inside the soft glow of a single candle illuminates a man as he pulls a thick wool hood over his head. Strands of blonde hair fight to escape his disguise while he closes a green grass book and slips it carefully into his coat. No, this simply won't do. He rises from his desk, hasted footstep going towards a door, pulling it open wide. The fading light of the dying sun spills inside, already dimming. Oh, Veronica, forgive me. Truth of any kind is better than the lie our people have forged upon ourselves. The people of the Isles must know it. Do they not? Do they see what lies at their gate? What watch through their cloud? What listen through their wave? And what whisper amongst their stars? As he stands in the doorframe of his home, his body speak of visitation, posture stiff, and as he glances at the quiet room he once was, for a brief moment, doubt flicker across his mind. I must warn them, all of them. I know you will not understand, but this is bigger than all of us. The crown be damned. And I hope in time you'll understand. The door closed behind him, and we're left alone at the desk. It is getting dark, cold and lonesome as the shadow slowly creeps nearer and nearer towards us. Attempting to find refuge from it, our eyes settle on the dim moonlit glint running through the fogged window. We pass through the misted glass to be greeted with the sight of a grey, churning sky of a violent wave. Our sight cuts swiftly through the wave, traversing league upon leagues onward. The roar of thunder is heard into the distance. But at last, we see it. Harsh, rocky shore emerging from the gloom. A city in sight. We find rest at an harbor, welcoming vessel that I've not seen land in many months, surrounding us with the smell of salt. Sailor and merchant floods the dock, with crate being hauled out or loaded in. Some ship newly arrive, while others ready themselves to depart. A wagon is packed tightly while a pair ready themselves and their horses to set off. They travel for a time, passing other much like themselves, before reaching a great gate set into a great towering wall. Armed gendarmes stand watch, swiftly inspecting the goods being carried. Firearms and blade hangs at their side, while from the upper outpost, riflemen cocked and trained on the roll below. After a brief inspection, the pair is allowed through. A thick, pale fog swallowed them immediately as they passed through the gate. As the murmur of voices grows, from dozen to 100 and to a roaring 1,000. When the family break through the mist, they are met with the sprawling market district of the city. They have entered Fog Pass. To change music real quick. The wagons stop eventually, ceasing at the door of a little shop. One of the individual arrive, and a distinct banging on the door is heard as a voice states, "A delivery for Mr. von Brentford." And Dawson, what would this gentleman meet as the door opens?
A tall man stands in the doorway as it opens. Probably 5'11", 6-footish. Dirty blonde hair, but very clean shaved, no facial hair. He is wearing generally fairly what's the word? Fancy, I guess, clothing, but not extravagant. Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Are you the one they call Frederick?
Yes, I am. And you have sent a package for me.
We have some delivery that I believe was ordered under your name. We have a few things on board. It's just material, I suppose. Iron, metal, wood, and the like.
Yes, I believe. Is that there is a place to go around back for delivery?
I'm assuming, yes.
If you take it around back.
Very well. Here, my boy has something for you to sign in the meantime. And you see, as the individual that you see, I will post for others to see. Ship to player. I believe you can all see on screen, perhaps. The man. Can copy paste for you, Dawson, into NPC. So you see this older man, perhaps in his 50s, scruffed hair, scruffed beard, still in shape, very much aware and very much here and present. You see him go back foot to his carriage, and a younger boy, perhaps 9, 10, it's hard to say, with long, wavy hair behind him. See, Dagon, make him sign the paper, will you? As you see the little boy present you with not a pamphlet, but a board, upon which a space is clearly placed for you to sign.
He's going to take it when it's offered to him and take a knee so that he can support better right.
Mm-hmm.
When he hands it back to him, he's going to give him a friendly smile as he stands back.
You see the little boy nod as he takes back the paper. And he remains with you, and you can hear the sound of boxes and crate, rather, being basically left behind at your shops. It is in the afternoon hours of the day. It's not clearly yet, but it is foggy as per the district name. Eventually, you see the deliveryman return. He's like, all right, well, I believe that was all. Did you have anything that we needed to take back, perhaps?
I don't believe at the moment that we have any deliveries to send. I appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Do not mention it. It is part of the job. I suppose I'll see you in a few fortnight, perhaps, if you order as such again.
Most likely, and if you need anything sent, I will be happy.
I didn't quite hear it. Sorry.
Yeah. Most likely, and if we need anything sent, I will be glad to see you again.
Well, very much so. And hope to see you in due time. And you see as he gets back into his carriage, or chariot rather, as he helps his boy get up onto it. He waves to you a little au revoir. And as the chariot leave, you see a pair of 3 armed guard waiting. Are you Sir Alphonse? Sir Brentford?
That would be me, yes. You need anything?
We have something for you, I believe. And as she does, this woman in uniform, she goes and reaches down into her coat. Reaching, and our eyes continue to follow the wagon. Having retaken its course, the wagon continues until we arrive at the iron gate of a private ground. Upon arriving at the gate, the rider, this gentleman, yells for attention, for anyone to open their gate, as he yelled that, I have merchandise for so and this and sir and miss. He screamed for a good amount of time as no one seems to pay him attention. It's enough for anyone in the surrounding to really take a notion of it, especially of one individual on the 7th floor of such a window, open, with a copper telescope pointing toward the sky, even though it is far too cloudy in this instant to see if anything, and with manuscript and book and ink and pen that litter the floor. Rigel, you are alone in your bedroom. What would someone see? As your character is in your...
If I'm alone in my bedroom right now, chances are I am... I've probably stayed up too late. Probably sitting at my desk, reading through my journal, trying to make sense of the things that I've been seeing. Trying to piece together how the stars spoke to me. Probably have a tight coat on, like a tight school jacket, No robes or anything, just like a shortcut jacket. Completely hairless, just like ridiculously so. No eyebrows, very thin, sickly almost, yet no blemish on his skin. It's like porcelain almost. Just very quiet. Very quiet.
It is indeed quite quiet. You don't hear much of the other dorms that must most likely too have gone to bed quite early in the morning hours. And as you remain there, as you are into your bedroom, you do see eventually a figure posted into the door frame of your room, having not been heard it being opened.
Turn my head toward the figure.
You recognize briefly the figure at first. It is much like you, thin and pallid, and perhaps not as much as you. His eyes are this yellowish serpentine-like in features, and he is staring at you with a dearest of smile. You recognize this individual as the astrologer under the name of Tierman, a fellow investigator of the star and the universe, much like you. You haven't crossed too much in class nor spoken to another in recent time or any time really, but you've heard of his slight exploit. He's no one that is extraordinary, but someone who is capable, much like yourself.
You know, it's the decent thing to knock.
Oh, I know that very well. But your door was already open by itself. I figured I'd allow myself in.
Well, now you have.
I certainly have. You see him taking one step more into your dorm, your room. And he seemed very observant of it all.
What is it you need, Tiernan?
Oh, not much. I was simply curious. I haven't heard of you in so long. I had begun to believe you have gone star mad.
No. Star madness is a weakness that I care not to trifle with.
Is that so? That is an interesting thought. Many would declare the opposite.
Well, one of the many mistakes of the School of Drophis, I would say.
Perhaps.
Have you come here for a leisurely conversation, Tiernan?
In most parts, yes. I mean, I simply wanted to do as we all do, which is insert my most meager of curiosity.
What is it you have been working on lately, Tiernan?
Oh, not much. There is a particular star that I've gone fond of. It has this orange tint, not unlike our sun, but not quite like it at the same time. It seemed to whisper of something that I cannot decipher yet.
I see.
And what have you been up to? Any finding regarding your old professor?
No. No, nothing. But riddance with him. In any case, my research has been going quite well. I think I'm onto something. I might even be able to bring something here.
Oh?
I believe so. Studies have been good, but the practical methods have not gone very well, but even still, I think that it is promising.
Then perhaps it will be fruitful to go somewhere and have your theory be tested upon the fields.
What are you saying?
Oh, nothing. I'm merely throwing suggestion of any kind, totally.
You seem to be dancing around something, my friend.
I would never. But if you are onto the matter, a letter has arrived at my doorstep on accident. As you see him, and he produces a letter with a black and red seal onto it. Being from the city, you would know that this is the crest of the Dutchery. You see it as he leaves it on the table.
What is this? Take it in my hand.
I would not know. I haven't taken too much. I haven't pried at it, really.
Pull a small knife from my from like a cup on my desk and just snip it open.
As you do, and go to open the letter, you simply light the knife, and already you realize that the seal wax already is broken.
I just like look at him like, really? And I don't say, I just look at him that way.
He gives you a sly, serpentine-like smile. And as he does, he turns around and, I shall let you through it then. As you see him depart into the alleyway.
Okay. I just say under my breath. And I guess I read through it. See what's in this bad boy.
As you begin to read through it, our sight continue past the window from which we entered. We go forward into the city, flying over the district that we have just now arrived upon. We go further and further until I find a music fitting of the scene I want to do. Where is it? We see ourselves into a familiar building. One renowned across the entire city. One to which our name is carved onto it. One of the founder. The Academy of Józefka. As we pass through the street, we hear a gleeful melody. The tuning of happy children is challenging to forget once heard. Their smile are most haunting as they hold the weight of honesty, of joy, innocence, and more. Their cough, however, is the sound of such worrisome memory. Their slight, painful whining when it comes to them. The confusion in their eyes, overbearing with those newly acute senses. They continue further and further until it becomes that of guttering spitting, cries turned into screaming, saliva gathering into one's throat, choking on the very life that brought them into this world. Reverberating weeping of infant as they sound of dying. It screamed louder and louder, begging for the embrace of a parent, the comfort of it. You jolt awake, head and arm resting against the desk. Candle dimly lighting the room as you gather your focus. Your throat is dry, and on your shoulder you sense two pair of hands pressing against your coat. Isra dear, push yourself too much once more, haven't you?
There's too much work to be done.
That there is. There certainly is. Upon looking next to you, you recognize this familiar voice, this instinctive person that you've seen for so many years. This is Madame Helene, the healing head, the head of the healing hand of Yuzefka. The one in charge ever since you've been here and even before. Her skin is that of a almost vampiric paleness. But you understand it as simply being the heritage of Yuzefka herself. And how, over the years, as one of the first children born upon the island, all these 400 years ago, this generation lacking sunlight has their skin paled and paled over the years. But for someone over her 50s, she looked very much healthy. How many nights have you remained here, dear?
I've lost count. Few. Dozen.
A few dozen. My, that is awfully long. And what have been the thought, the medicine, or the ailment that can capture your mind for so long without having you to return home?
What else but the plague? There's not much on anyone else's mind these days.
There hasn't been indeed for almost a year now.
It has been that long.
9 months and 28 days. That is where we stand.
I suppose so.
And have you come to any fruitful discovery on the matter?
Unfortunately, no. Each time I think I get a bit closer to finding something, it's like I have to start all over again.
As is such a feeling that we all suffer in these trying times.
it's a bit difficult to make do without much funding.
That I can only agree with you, dear child. We have been in need of kind and resourceful since even before the plague, and now funding is breaking left and right.
That much is true.
It is getting late. I suspect that after so many fortnights that your husband must be missing you dearly.
I suppose so. I'm sure he's been enjoying his vacation from all of this. It's much needed.
Is he in good health?
He's been doing well, but he's needed to take some time off for a while now. And I'm happy for him.
Well, I will not bother you more in that certain case.
It was
She
good to see
plays
you.
safe. What did you say?
I said it was good to see you.
It was good to have you in our building for so long. I remember when you left, trying to go for your own little research. Have you continued?
When I can, but the plague has taken up much of my focus. Though I do long to get back to my own interests.
As every researcher should. I believe someone had left something for you here. I figured I'd come give it to you before leaving.
I thank you very much.
And as she does, from her pocket you see a letter. One with a seal that you easily recognize. That of the Dutchery. The sign of the two wolves, encrusted into red and black wax. It is sealed. I'll leave you to it.
Thank you very much. Be well.
You as well. And as such, she departs, leaving you alone in your office, if you wish. What do you do?
I'm going to crack open that letter.
Very well. As you do, you open it, wax freshly broken. As this, you read the word, you get focused on them, and eventually you drift off into it. And soon, our sight changed for one that is even more chaotic. Not far by, into the same district, we carry over into a place, ongoing festivity that I messed up the keyboard. The gathering of brotherly and sisterly feud begins. The uplifting aroma of fire, alcohol, food, and even sweat is brought as individual return and enter a building. The sight of a return, as the body of a great beast the size of one bear, or nay, 2 bear, is being brought into the floor, dragged, leaving a pool of black blood pouring into the room. Chairs and table are brought forth, grinding against themselves as member of the Red Hood Conclave gather. You see one of the elder huntsmen lifting up, rising onto a table, speaking of how this beast was fought. How it teared through their skin, their armor, but due to their skill managed to outwit it, taking it down and claiming bounty to them. As some gather to hear more of the famed battle, the only thought you have is, where is Lorcan? Dalkin, your brother was among that party, amongst this adventure to say the least, and you find yourself at one of the table, distant from the fray. Damn it, I forgot to ask what they see with.
You can ask her now.
But I'll do after. What do people see, Tolkien?
Okay, I am good. When someone looks at Declan, you're messing me up. They see dirty blonde hair, curly, almost grimy, not too much as if it's constantly soaked, but as if sweaty, dirty hands brush it out of his face constantly. He has perhaps leathers on at this point, but supportive ones that hold up heavier armor. He keeps a belt on his side, crossed with a short sword and a long sword. He stands about 6'3", blue eyes, not so cleanly shaven, but it's not so grown out.
You see everyone still enjoying themselves. Drink are being poured and even spilled quite easily. What do you do?
He's still swiveling his head across the chaos, across the celebrations, for a moment admiring the kill, but then waving away the distraction to continue looking for Lorcan. And that's what he does as he starts calling to familiar faces within the hood. Have you seen Lorcan anywhere?
I know, I haven't. He should be around now.
Alone. He
Nice.
came along with the whole party.
Well, yes, that's what I mean. He should be nearby, of course.
So there weren't too many casualties.
Not that I know of. I mean, there was one, but I'm not sure who it was.
We'll tell his tale later.
Well.
And he
Take
just
him
brushes
out for
off the
him.
conversation. I will. And he's looking around, still walking through the crowd now, picking up a bit to put on his plate, perhaps a bit of extra. Lorcan can be forgetful.
As you do, what is your passive perception?
My passive perception would be a total of 12.
12. You continue gathering some of the food, even taking perhaps an extra ale in an extra mug. And as you do, you feel the embrace, 2 arms surrounding you from the back, lifting you.
Oh,
There he is!
there he is! And he turns around. He's hugging him, clapping him on the back. Well, how was the adventure?
How was the adventure?
You have no more details than that. You already started drinking.
Oh, you know me, little brother. I certainly have. Well, no, it was a grandiose fight. It was a great hunt. It took us the better part of 6 days to track it back.
Long journey indeed. I think you could have been a bit quicker.
Oh, it
You
certainly
only had
could
2
have.
kills there. How many shoulders did you have?
2 kills? Well, no, we had to
Only 2
kill a
big
few
ones,
of them.
though.
Huh?
Those are the ones that count.
What are the one that count?
The big ones, right there.
The big one? What do you mean? This is one of the small ones.
Where's the big one?
Well, we were merely 5. Do you think we can carry a beast the size of 3 bear by ourselves?
You're telling me that you left the biggest bear behind.
Absolutely. You should have seen it.
That sounds like a tale to tell.
No.
And for the reason only.
No, well, I'll tell you that, and I'll point you to them. You see into the distance, one of the elder Red Hood member that you recognize under the name of Fredrickson. Frederick. He has a little bit more of a very short beard, but gray hair that are like long, and definitely age and time. But anyway, that's a story for another time. What have you been up to? I haven't seen you in the better part of 2 weeks.
A long 2 weeks it was. Were you? Perhaps I didn't get much done as far as cleaning goes, but I would say training got done.
Training and no contract?
Well, there was a short one. It lasted about 4 days.
Oh, you have to tell me about it. Tell me, what was it?
I'm not exactly proud.
A hag,
something
a head,
very well
a
against.
floating
It's
head?
got wings. I'm at a disadvantage.
Wings? That wings?
Those
The
trees are
birds.
hard.
Was it a tree? What did you slay, brother?
It perched in the tree. You're going to have to wait for that tale later as well, brother.
No, but you know I am an impatient one.
Patient you'll be with more. Drink.
Ah.
And he presents the plate.
Ah, that is a welcome sight. As you see his hands fully takes the plate, and immediately whatever is on it gets swallowed whole almost, and chug back within ale as it passed down, and it pours around his mouth as if a beast starved. Well, I will say it is good to see you.
Good to see you as well. That you made it back all right. Not that there was any doubt, but I was worried you were going to sludge behind longer. 16 to 18 days would have been shameful.
It will have been as such. We did lose one of our own.
I haven't seen the lost face yet.
That is true. We unfortunately could not return the body. Corruption from this creature's claw, infecting it so deeply, its face was nearly melted.
I wouldn't exactly say it's something his family would have liked to see.
Luckily for him, much like us, he doesn't have much.
Well, that's why you join a band of praisers like this.
Perhaps that is. Anyhow, I'll go grab more of that ale.
Good. I'm worried Fredrickson's gonna drink it all.
Perhaps. I'll see you around, new brother.
Hey, I'll see you before deep hours at least. Unless the party, of course, goes that long.
Oh, I'm sure it will continue.
Ay, nice. Oh, I have sleep around here. All right.
And you do see him as he disappear into the crowd. Scarf of red, hoods, pointed hat, and so forth, all covers the entirety of this ground. And as the festivity go on, eventually they come to a certain halt. As one of the men on the younger side gets onto one of the table with an object in his hand as he yell, "Duke Seal!"
Burn it in the fire.
You kicked the music part. Michael.
It wasn't playing anymore.
I know. I forgot to play it on. I forgot to put it on loop.
Get the jam back.
Yeah, I'll get it in a few minutes. As you, what did you say? Burn it?
He was, yeah, jokingly. He said, "Burn it," raising the single glass he'd already had.
You get a few chuckle out of the crowd as they turn to you briefly until they return to the youngster that has brought attention to himself. This is a summon from the Duke himself, and it is addressed to you, the clan.
Right, let's see it. He'll stride up to the table. Just take it from the boy up top. Look him in the eyes, he starts to open it. Ay.
As you begin to read it, would you read it aloud?
Perhaps I can make it up.
No, that's okay. But would you, is the question.
Yes. Sure.
Right.
Honestly, in this group, yes. They're always wrong.
Very much. Very much so. That's fine. And so as you begin to read, the door that was open to the garrison, the Red Garrison, close as we are left into the rain that is pouring. We leave behind the revelry and the story time that's about to begin as you read the letter aloud to your comrade, to your brothers and sister alike. Rain has started, muffling all of the sound that is surrounding the street, and individuals begin to make their way home as the ringing of a great bell is heard into the distance. The dimming hours have begun, and with it, individuals gather to the street. Faithful begin their prayer, and devotee begin their rites, as the other of the working class return home, either or even to tavern, depending of their liking. Again, the rain is muffling nearly anything, save for a distant chime. This elusive ringing from which you hear, it has brought you into the street as you stand alone. As the night progresses, you hear it less and less. And how long you've waited, you're unaware by the time. The weeping castle stand before you. water flowing and cascading through the face of gargoyle and other statues alike onto it. You can hear the chime ever so faintly until you hear a "Sir, sir, sir." As you turn, you see a guardswoman with bluish ravenly hair standing in the rain with you. "Are you alright, sir?" It's Nicholas. It is you.
Yes, sorry. I, get caught up in things. You know, the rain's awfully calming tonight.
I must agree. Especially with the sight I see. As such, as she points out to the great structure that is the Weeping Castle. You stand in front of it.
Yes,
Now.
it's
Go ahead.
yes, quite beautiful with illuminated with the rain.
You know, I've been guarding this ground for nearly 15 years now, and even myself, I can hardly I can so easily get lost into the finer detail of it. To imagine that the people build such a commitment to our people. Less than a century.
Yes, I cannot fathom the effort, blood that was put into such a magnificent structure. And
Not
thank you
from-
for your duty of guarding it.
It is an honor to do so myself. Not for me to disrupt your sightseeing, but your presence here, alone, is quite subjective in ways. Do you have meaning here?
Well, I like, whenever it rains, I like to take a stroll through the streets, and it, helps calm the nerve a little bit. Not that, no particular reason why I'm here. Sorry if I seem to be, an issue. I can go on my way.
What was it you said your name was?
Nicholas.
You see that her eye. Nicholas, what?
Nicholas, Stoneley.
Stop me. Well, it seemed that the gods might favor you in some ways. I do have a letter that was supposed to be directed in your way.
Alright, I'll take that.
She gives you the letter, and everyone, you may now see a letter that will be found, I believe, in the player handout, for which everyone can read. will give inspiration to whoever is willing to read it aloud.
I could try, but I'm not going to do very well.
That's fine. Trying is doing.
First, let me ask: is that Captain Francois Lafleur? How do you pronounce that?
That's exactly how you pronounce it. François Lafleur.
Okay. I, Captain Francois Lafleur, have taken note of your interest in the grave matter that befell our city a year past. The Grand Duke's son, blessed be his titles, remains unfound, and thus valiant souls are required to embark upon the search. Hope within the duchy is not yet lost, and you may possess the means to restore it. This letter serves as a formal summons. You are to present yourself at the gates of the Weeping Castle, 1 hour past the toll of the dimming hours. Failure to appear shall be deemed a finable offense.
Sign, Knight Captain of the Black Guard, François Lafleur. And as such, each of you receive this letter in hand. Nikolai, you're already here. As the guardwoman gives you the letter and you finish reading, well, I can invite you in the waiting time that the other managed to arrive or fail to do so.
Yeah. Funny how fate works. Yes, I would love to come in.
Very well. And so she escorts you to the ground as you see that other guard, mostly more heavily armed and geared. You see the sight of actual proper plate mail in use, which is rarer in our time. With sword and perhaps one blunderbuss in hand. You enter the castle, and here you can easily dry your clothing assortment. Would you require anything? I can get a servant to tend to your need, maybe even a drying cloth.
No, I'll make do with how I am now. I appreciate the gesture, of course.
Very well. In that case, I will get going back to my occupation. If you need anything, my name is Francesca.
Alright, Francesca. Thank you very much.
She bows and salutes you as she leaves you here into the hallway of the Weeping Castle.
Alright, I give a awkward salute back and go on my way.
Very well. The dimming hours have begun as per the ringing of the bell. Who would arrive first?
Probably be pretty
Closest.
early. I wasn't sleeping much anyways.
Very well. Any
What is the
preference?
proximity? Oh, sorry.
For you, I can pull up the map actually. That would be very smart of me. Let's see the great map of the city. As for you, good sir of the observatory, you are heading from, I think, Pink Focus. Yes, you're coming from here. This little dot. As for you, a man of the garrison, you hail from this location. With the Weeping Castle in sight.
Okay.
For our healing hand, she would come from this front. And for our businessman, our creator of odds and bobs, you would hail from a central point at your disclosure within the Fought Pass district. I did not hear you.
That's what I can't. I said I can't see the map, but yes.
Oh, my fault. I forgot.
Sorry,
My fault. You, right? You don't have the map on you, right? I'll try to make work of that at some point.
I can send a screenshot or something if you want.
I would love that. If someone could.
Yeah, I got you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Badoom. So, I will let you roll, or make a choice between the clown and I need. Right, I'll have you need you guys to change your character name because I'm
Already on it.
lost. Yes, please. If we could take the time, I guess, on Discord, if you could change your server name to that of your character's name.
Yeah.
You're telling me I finally get to get rid of Meg?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
No, I think that one stays.
Nuh-uh.
Between the clan and Rigel, is there any preference on whom arrive first?
I'd arrive
I'm fine
pretty
with either.
quick. Given the proximity.
Nikolai. Nicholas. Sorry. You have your head raised.
I was just pointing whoever's above me.
Oh, it's Megan.
It's me for me.
Oh, well.
So
There
full of
you
yourself.
go. Whoa.
Also Declan for me.
So, sorry, what did you two say? I got distracted.
Declan can show up
Given-
first. I'm okay with that.
Very much. Okay, cool. The clan, you walk through the rain or take a carriage, whichever is best fitting of your pouch. And upon arriving, you are met with the sight of the Weeping Castle. Tell me, have you ever seen it this close?
Probably not. He's probably not ventured too far in the city past the garrison. Stranger areas than what he grew up to.
Very much so. It's perhaps even intimidating in such a location, that the castle being the structure that is only surpassed by the great Crimson Bell Tower. You see many structures, many windows, and even many... I forgot the word. Those church window, glass stain, I think, right? Stained glass
windows.
window? Stained
Stained
window.
glass window.
Stained glass window. You see a great plethora of them. And in front of it, you see two guards, heavily armored, that are awaiting into the front gate of it.
Declan approaches. He thinks about keeping his hand on his hilt. It felt more comfortable and thinks slightly better of it, and takes it off as he approaches the guard. But he is in the nicest, cruddiest armor he's got. Given the speed, the necessity of how quickly the summons was, he wasn't sure what to expect after.
As you approach, you mindfully remove your hand from the scabbard of your weapon. And as you do, you approach, and the guard stop you for a brief instant. Your name and business, sir.
Right, Declan of Mackleskiff. I'm part of the garrison.
A garrison member. A Red
I
Hood,
received
I
it.
see. Received a summon, you say? As the right guard state.
Aye, and he's pulling it out of a tucked piece of chest plate. Here.
The one on the left takes it as he looks upon the seal, the legitimacy of it. He nods to the other one as he remove his great sword that he kept in front of the gate and allow you to enter. Right on, good sir. As the one on the left gives you back your letter.
Receive it and continue up. I assume heavy steps.
A lot of steps, yes. A great many ordeal of steps inside. It takes a few minutes to enter. The rooftop seem endless as you enter. It takes even a moment to realize that you're inside as you finally arrive at the center point of the castle. It is a grand room, most likely a dancing hall. And even in the further back of it, you see what you assume to be a chair, a throne made of black oaken wood. It is empty. This is the reception hall of the castle. You see a handful of black guard as well as regular town's guard traversing the halls, or some even guarding it. And on the side of your eye, you see a masked figure. A faceless silver covering any detail, and a tricorn. He's standing on the side.
He's looking around at the guards. And approaches the one that may be closest to the door, the one with the tricorn. I'm afraid that I've received some letter that I didn't come with a map per se. Do you happen to know if there are any others receiving a summons of any sort?
You look at the guard as his helmet turns toward you. There are others that will arrive in due time. And this one right here, as he points to the stranger in the massive silver, is one of the invitee. You may stand
It's
there.
gonna be colorful, isn't it? It's gonna be colorful, isn't it? A collection of people.
You're 5. I suspect that a few of you will have different fashion.
And he'll just that looks like the best place to wait. I mean, he's already doing it first. And he's gonna walk over to where the tricorn guy is standing.
Nicholas, you see this figure, blonde, dirty blonde, enter. He's soaking wet and dripping all over the floor. From his attire, you recognize him to be a member of the Red Hood. It's easy there. They're named after what they look like, after all. And he's approaching you.
Hello there. I hold up my letter. And are you summoned as well?
I Yeah, received quite a summons, and no worry, I'm as clueless as it seems to be. No offense, but I'll pass on the
Yeah.
water. I don't want it till the morning. I've already.
Yeah, I mostly showed up to avoid the fine, but
I couldn't afford it, so I'm here.
yes, I'm sure it would be steep. My name is Nicholas.
Fine to meet you, Nicholas. I'm Declan Mackenskaith.
Pleasure to meet you. I assume we're waiting for more, but in the meantime, you know, I guess we'll just wait here.
It's fair enough activity to do. Although I hope I don't bore, depending on how far across the city they are. You play cards.
Yeah, of course.
Perfect. I only have half a deck, but it's enough to make something up with. And he'll start pulling it out and start playing some random game with him while we wait.
Sounds good.
It doesn't take too much time, perhaps a game or two before another individual managed to enter the perimeter of the Weeping Castle ground. As you stand into the rain, Rigel, you see the great size of the castle. And to you, would it be the first time that you see it up close too?
Up close, yes. I've seen it from a distance quite a lot throughout my life, though.
Much like one of the other, it is an impressive, even more grandiose, and the finer detail are present as you get closer and closer to it. It's phenomenal size, even some would describe. Again, 2 guards are present in front of the door.
I'm looking up at, just like got my eyes glued on the architecture. Find myself getting a little distracted. Yes, I'm Rigel from the observatory. I was summoned.
Then you must have papers to do.
Yes, bear with me a moment. Dig into my my satchel, pull out like a slightly crumpled piece of paper. It's right there.
The one on the list takes the paper. They do a nod to one another and they invite you in, allowing you to walk the great stairs that are awaiting you.
Good day.
They nod to you. Upon entering, you see the similar sight as the other. The ceiling is even higher than some of the part in the observatory. It's impressive, even. But perhaps it is not as decorated as the instrument that you are used to.
Interesting. Keep moving forward. Trying to find any people. Trying to figure out where I should go.
You arrive at the centerpiece, or not the centerpiece, but the beginning of the great hall of this castle. On one side, you see a guard that seems to have moved from one of the column to stand a little bit closer to the stairs, as well as on the side, 2 individuals playing cards. The guard looks at you, this heavily armored knight. You must be one of the guests too.
Yes,
Okay.
I received my summons today.
2 of your future companions are awaiting you. You may await with them until the knight captain present himself.
I see. Hey, thank you. Thank you.
He nods.
step over to the two men playing cards, wearing a thick, like almost like hair textured robe, with my hood down now.
Well, you seem to stand out a little.
Suppose I'm a tad paler than the average gentleman. I hear that we are to be traveling companions.
I'll share more information with you than either of us. We dealt in, I think our total of cards per person will come down to like 7.
It is fine, I shall observe.
Fair enough.
Rigel is my name.
Glenn, fine to meet you. And he'll extend his arm for a shake.
Reaches it out. Just very weak handshake.
Salute, and Nicholas.
Nicholas, Declan. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Between you three, either continuing to play cards or standing there, which one between our good Frederick or Isra will arrive second, or not second, but fourth?
Unsure. Isra would arrive very, very promptly, only a few minutes before she's expected.
So sorry, you said promptly but last minute?
Like, yeah, just a few minutes before expected. She's not late, but she's very much on time.
Okay.
Only a
Very
few
much.
minutes early.
And you, Frederick, would you arrive at the last minute or perhaps a little bit before?
He'd try and be quick, but he has things he would need to prepare for before leaving. And he has a long walk from what I can see.
Let's have a little bit of a walk. Well, he could arrive in due time. Let's say that, Frederick, you're perhaps the first between the two to arrive in that case. And do tell me, as you see the sight of the Great Castle, the same question ponder onto you. Have you ever witnessed a castle so close?
Perhaps once, long ago, but not at the proximity of walking up to it.
Very well. Much like the other, you see the gargantuan size of the castle and the different monolith rising towers that sprout from left and right and are now met with the two guards in the distance. As they see you approach, the one with the great sword blocking the door immediately remove his hand. As the one on the left state, Mr. Brentford, I believe, correct?
Yes, that is true.
I take it that you have already been invited again, I take it.
Yes, and I believe he's going to reach into his pouch. He has a satchel on his side, and as he opens it up, he pulls out the paper and hands it forward.
Sorry, he what? He said?
He takes the summons, the
Oh, sorry.
paper, the letter out, and hands it forward.
one of the list takes a paper, much like always, and it takes only a minute to really simply identify the seal's authenticity. Much like your family, you are welcome here. As he gives you the paper back.
Always a pleasure. And he'll put it back in his satchel and continue forward.
The Great Magister are presented to you this time. Perhaps it is the first time that you enter these grounds. But your family is known. Your mother, specifically, for her work. You step by step rise into the great hallway. And on the side, you see a knight, much like the one outside. And already he nods and recognizing you, or rather perhaps a pattern that is to come, points toward a group of individuals that are waiting on the side.
He'll nod and approach the rest of them. He's changed from what he was wearing at home. He has now a fairly shiny, as in hasn't really been in use, but breastplate, and over top of it is a bluish cloak robe kind of thing, but it's open in front of it, visible. Open in the front so you can see.
The three of the guests that have already arrived. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
What were you saying?
No, go ahead.
He'll approach everyone else that he pointed towards them. Well, this is very interesting, isn't it?
Are you not the one that summoned us?
No, I have been summoned as well.
What on earth are they doing?
Question indeed.
Well, welcome to the band of misfits that we've been called to be.
Larger gathering than I expected.
For sure. My name is
Right?
Nicholas.
So Brentford, and he'll offer his hand for to shake towards. And you see as you shake his hand, he only has one glove on, and it's on his right hand. And on the back there is a small, not small, it takes up most of the back of his palm, gem of amethyst.
Okay.
Alright, fine to meet you. Declan, Mockinskirth, Red Garrison.
Rigel, astrologer of the observatory.
Very well met to all of you. Take everyone.
DM,
Oui.
does the name Brantford strike me as something famous or like a well-known family of sorts?
Roll me a history check with us. And while I also consult something.
It's alright.
What did you roll?
Oh, it's a 17.
17. You know one of the name. Jennifer. Where is her last name? I'm sorry, terribly sorry. Yes. You know of the name Jennifer Rachel Brentford, who is a woman, relatively young, who has pierced into the sphere of those who are currently undergoing the reparation of the infamous Crimson Clock Tower. It takes a lot of merit to be capable of accessing it in the first place, and then to even look at some of the remaining schematic and to work on it is amongst the greater title that one can have.
You related to Jennifer Bradford. Frederick.
Indeed, I am. That is my mom.
It's a brilliant woman, what she's doing.
That is, she has her reputation. Hopefully, I can live up to that.
Perhaps this will be your chance.
Let's see.
Isra. You find yourself at the doorway of the Weeping Castle. Tell me, do you think the guard would recognize you?
Not with what she has on. And her name would be slightly unfamiliar.
Very well. Then, as you approach, the infamous question is asked of you. Name and reason.
Dr. Easter Harwin, I received a summons, perhaps on behalf of the Academy of Yosefka.
The one of the less tends to their hand, empty-handed, as if while waiting something to be placed.
I'll hand it over.
Taking the seal, it takes but a brief moment. You see intrigue at first, and then a gentle smile as he gives you back the letter. The rest of the party in which you will be confined with have already arrived.
Thank you very much.
The gate opens to you. And soon, rising up on the stair, you find yourself into the Great Hall. Whereupon you do see 4 individual, as well as a knight that gently points his arm towards them.
Would you like me to describe what she looks like?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, because, right, I forgot.
No worries. So, Isra is clothed, fully clothed, head to toe, in all black, save for a white mask in fashion in the bird beak style of the 17th century plague masks. She wears a long black skirt, boots, and a tunic, long sleeves, and a small little capelet with a hood over her head. The only bit of her that you can see underneath are her green eyes. She would approach all of you. Good evening.
Good evening.
Hello.
I'm Dr. Isra Harrowan from the Academy of Iosefka.
We
What
sure
a
are.
strange set of folk.
We sure are becoming a colorful crew here. I assume you're here for. You were called here?
I suppose so. And all of you?
Yes.
Received a summons. Unfortunately, it ended the party.
My apologies, but do you mind introducing yourselves? I suppose I'm a bit late to join all of you.
We'll reach out his hand again. Declan Mockenskith.
She'll
Red Garrison.
hesitate before shaking his hand. And she'll go for it. Very light. A pleasure.
Nicholas.
And I'm Rigel, astrologer of the observatory.
The
And
Brentford.
I recognize you, Branford. A lecture, I think, some time ago.
I believe your name sounded familiar, but I didn't want to pry.
It's good to see you again.
You as well. Well, and he'll gesture to what you're wearing.
Yes. And because I have met you before, I'll send you a reference of her without the full garb as well. Just you, no one else. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, very
Sorry, Michael.
secretive already.
Of course, of course. Rigel, was it? Do you feel well? Looking at the bald guy. Coughing bald guy.
I was muted, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Well, it's not blue tongue, if that's what you're worried about. It's just one of life's little jokes, I suppose.
I understand. I wish you well.
Much appreciated.
Are we to wait here for much longer?
I suppose they will call us when they are ready.
Time will tell.
As you state the following. One of the armored knights, clad in these black and yellow armor, advanced to you all, bows briefly. Sir Lafleur will receive you, if you would follow me.
I'll stand up and follow.
Same.
There's more waiting.
There shouldn't be. I am simply to escort you to him. It's easy. At the large castle, you understand?
Very well.
Thus, if everyone... Do I have the green light for everyone that follows?
Yes.
Sir.
No.
Yes.
Each of you pass through a series of different corridors. It seems as if you're having a contour of a part of the city, the city, part of the city. As you see these great stained glass window portraying the different figure that are of the city. You see some of the two elusive wolf representing of the city. You see some of the image depicting the previous dukes, and even a duchess. You continue forward, passing even more room and even more, until you finally arrive into another grand opening, upon which you see a man looking at a window. The sight of the city in front of him, the shaded ward laying below him. And if perhaps the cloud and fog were not so heavy that night, you would see the reach of the pale wood into the distance, following even the northern fields. Sir Captain, I believe the five have arrived. You see a man turning, his head completely devoid of hair, but with a musculature that is impressive, to say the least. He holds a great sword at the side, as well as a mustache that is quite defining. As you see, Captain François Lafleur. I believe would be now being able to see. Yes. Oh, I'll point to, sorry. For our homeboy. Where is the NPC portrait? I forgot to share them. Ah. So these are the ones that were chosen. You may depart, as he stayed to the guard. The guard bowing to each of you all once, and then departing as the door closed, leaving you alone with Captain François Lafleur. He takes a few steps, and he seems already quite observant of you all, as he step by step pass in front of each of you. What are your names?
Rigel.
Right, Declan, Arkansgraith, Ready Garrison.
Dr. Isra Harwin, Kadia Sefka.
Sir Frederick von Brentwood.
Nicholas.
What an odd assortment of people.
Are you
Tell...
telling,
What do you say?
are you telling me you don't know why we were collected specifically either?
Well, I certainly know why you were collected. You even proposed yourself on it. I'm mostly curious as to how you five got the idea that you would be capable of succeeding where others have failed. What makes you think the five of you will be capable of finding the heir of the Duke after a whole year?
Oh, right, this is about that.
Did you already forget what you signed up for?
I feel the papers were in the works for a while. Respectfully. But I can offer my 8 years experience in the Red Hood.
8 years. That is almost commendable. But very well, I can accept this answer. And what about you? As he points to Frederick. while the scrawny one is thinking, what about the even more scrawnier? As he points to you, Rigel. What capability?
Slight annoyance in his face at that comment.
I see that. Was it one of the astronomer famed for looking at the star for too long? Is that it? Am I right on the picture of the man I see?
Are you a learned man?
I certainly believe.
LaFleur?
I certainly believe myself to be.
Then you know that intelligence is important to a quest like this. I believe that my years of study make me a valid candidate for this.
Perhaps you're right. The brighter the mind, the better our chances are. He nods.
I believe we will have no trouble finding the heir.
Ha! If you only knew how many has stated as such before you. But I can enjoy the enthusiasm and the hopefulness of it. And what about you, miss? Sorry, I was reading something. And how many years have you pursued your profession? You know, too long. Is there such a thing? But perhaps you will be useful after all, if only to prevent the spreading upon these four men. And so I have heard. Believe me, were I in good hand, I believe I would prefer the funding of the Academy. But unfortunately, I do not choose nor make that decision. Nor am I one to make statement of it while in the house of the one who provide. Nonetheless, I believe your hand could be promising in this situation. Then you, as he walked toward Uncle Nicholas. Needless to say that your face is quite unrecognizable to me. As well as your name.
Depending on who you ask, nowadays, with this plague ravaging our city, faith can come to aid in the most unlikely times. And that is what I am here to offer.
Perhaps these individuals will find more use than I see you for. But nonetheless, You can just throw me a yes. Dude.
I was in the middle of something and then.
Diabolical.
Oh, hold on.
No, it's okay, it's okay.
Yeah. Yes. It's been. Dude. Yes, it's been a year since you've started this search. And it seems at this point. You could be looking for anyone to help.
That certainly is the case. I am in no position to discriminate about what kind of people are felt is taking on the job. In truth, you five are the only commendable enough to accept this quest. This seemingly lost cause of an expedition. But regardless, I'm not one that will simply offer the task willingly. And you must understand that the value that we are willing to offer you in the task, in the meaning of the completion of the task, is quite grand, and I do not want any ruffian and faltery slacker to simply take onto the Duke's coffer. And so first I will have a trial for you five. He begins to pace a little bit around. In the northern plain, 3 of my men have disappeared. I do not know why, nor the cause. I come to understand that they have gone to the investigation of a disappearance that even the Red Hood had not taken care of. They were sent, and hence it has been 3 weeks since I've last heard of them. Your mission, that is quite simple, is to find them. Find any information that you can regarding these 3 individuals. Manage to do so, and I will confirm your presence in the endeavor regarding the Duke's son, as well as the complete funding of the Dukes. Does this term seem agreeable to you all?
Suppose if it is a must.
I will give every endeavor to find the boy.
After all, if you are not capable of finding 3 guards, or even a single one of them, when knowing where they have gone left, how am I to expect you to manage to do a task that has not been fulfilled in over a year?
If you wish for us to find these 3, then we shall. But if you truly find this important enough to take away time from the search of the Duke's son,
I believe it necessity. Too many rapscallion ruffians have openly taken from our hand, taking gold that was meant to serve the Duke and define his heir. So much so that we have had lacks of funding in different parts of the city. And so I believe it to be careful and wise to at least make certain of your promising endeavor, of your resolve upon the matter.
It's fine by me.
Very well.
Seems the faster we do this, the faster we can move on.
It certainly is the case. Then very well. I will send the information briefly regarding the location of where they were last saw. You may leave at any point in the night or into the morning. I would highly suggest the morning come and perhaps do preparation upon it. The location of the northern field themselves is about 3 days' travel. By foot. Carriage or horse would be much faster, that is a given. If you manage to succeed, all fund will be reimbursed. If you fail, you will be up to your own.
Fair.
Very well. I'll be sure to make my brethren proud.
Is there any more information you can give us about the men or the circumstances by which they went missing?
From what I understand, the 3 individuals that have disappeared are under the following name. Amira. I'll write them. Amira the Tour. She's a pallid little lady, brown hair, with oaken eyes. Then we have Sir. I have his name somewhere. Where did I put it? We have Sir Ironbark, a tall, brooding man. His hair are quite short, but not as short as mine. He has this knightly feature, if you wish. A little bit of a beard, a scruff, perhaps. And last but not least, Theodore. Oh, where's the phone? Theodore Gallion. A man that is seemingly in similar fashion to you, Mr. Declan. Blonde, dirty, long hair, the like. Perhaps a bit younger than yourself, I will say.
Perhaps.
Those are all the information that I am currently aware of regarding their own personality and features. I'm going to understand that Mr. Ironbark is the tallest, Amira is the second, and that Theodore is quite of a small stature. As for their disappearance, the mission that they were undertaking was that, again, of disappearance of family member regarding a home within the northern field. I believe the family was that of, if I recall, that of Glentafor. I have no particular information on what could have possibly taken them, but what is heard, and I come to have understand, is that the father and daughter have disappeared, leaving only a boy to take care of the home, if he is still alive. The boy's name is Siegs. That's all I know. I come to understand that affairs past the threshold of our world are more nefarious to my knowledge.
Some of us may be able to find our way around.
Are you from the seal, Mr. Declan?
I hail from the northern field. That's where I and my brother grew up.
Then you shall be right at home.
Indeed.
I believe that is all the information that I can gather for you all. If I gain another before your departure, I will trade them with you with ease.
Shall we meet here tomorrow, or will we have lodgings here?
You see he hesitate for a brief instant. Could you make me a persuasion?
It's a 10. My sickly visage is not doing me any favors.
You will understand that. Perhaps in due time, if you manage to prove yourself, lodging could be accommodated for you all, if that is what you would prefer. But as of now, I believe you will have to fend for yourself before this first endeavor is completed.
Right.
I believe it was the second roll.
Name the first.
I guess DM first claim something. No, you did a perception, did you? No, you had a
That was passive.
passive. Passive, that's alright. Never mind.
I did a history check earlier.
That is
Ah!
true. He did, yes, he did a history check on
Yay!
Frederick. Frederick von. This sure was a critical of our roll. Oh my god.
Critical mid.
Critical. It's
Hold on.
insane. Too real though. Too real. Underwhelming. Critical. What was said last? I feel right, the lodging. As for now, unfortunately, you will have to fend for yourself.
Right.
I can accommodate you with certificates under my name as to not be bothered during the coming night. I understand that travel are a bit restrictive at time here.
It would be useful.
It certainly would. As he leaves you for a brief instant as he is fulfilling these pass, if you wish, before returning and handing to you each one of these basically written paper form of that reads in very short under the decree of Knight Captain Lafleur, these individuals are not to be buttered upon returning home after the hours of dark. Is there anything else I can provide for you all before you leave?
I think it would fare well.
I hope you do.
You mentioned that it was a 3-day travel on foot, but that it would be quicker for horseback or carriage. Are we going to be provided said thing, or do we need to acquire our own?
I think I got the gist. As I mentioned, it will be 3 days of travel. Were you to depart on foot, carriage and horse will be favorable, of course. If you manage to bring back the information and be successful of the matter, I happily will repay for any expensive made. If you fail, however, I will not be too kind. It really seems understandable.
I do not imagine we could fail a living. Seems fair enough collection of... Looks at a bunch of scholars. Fuck.
Very well. I thank you very much for your help, and wish us luck.
I shall. If that is all, you are all dismissed. I believe a guard will escort you briefly at the door. What was it?
I just said perfect.
If there's nothing else, you each will be escorted back by the same plated knight that escorted you, and this time he will leave you at the threshold of the actual gates of the castle. He bids you farewell and good night. And in the distance, you all hear the familiar sound of the bells, beginning the next instance of the hours.
Are we to meet here in the morning?
I see, we could meet here as we've all travelled the path, or we could meet by the gate near the garrison. Shoots north.
That could work.
Sounds fine to me.
The gate it is. Farewell.
Catch you all on the morrow.
Aye.
Gillen?
As they all walk, Declan is walking away too, but do any of these figures carry any weaponry?
I have a dagger.
I also have a dagger. And I also have a... Well, actually, I have a satchel.
From what I can see.
Yes. I will invite you to make a perception check. For those who have open weapon that wish to disclose them, you're welcome to describe them. For those who wish to hide the information, you're welcome to DM me a roll of stealth.
14.
14. And if the roll of stealth is lower than the one of perception, obviously state what you are carrying briefly. What is
Or the same
openly seen. Yeah. What is properly informed.
Um, he's not trying to hide it. You'd probably notice it as he walks if his cloak kind of moves out of the way. That basically all he has is a dagger on his side. It's nothing special. It's just that's about it. And his satchel, which hasn't been opened from what you've seen, but or only to put the papers in that he received.
Yeah, Easter's not trying to hide it either. She has I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation. A chatelaine, like the old
Ooh.
belts, right? Like the from Victorian era, and she's got it dangling on one of the loops there, along with a few other bibs and baubles.
Someone did their homework.
Yes, sir. Love
Okay.
fashion history.
Oh, I totally forgot to give it. Rigel, you may add an inspiration that I forgot to give. By the way.
Thank you.
Due to reading, sorry, out loud the letter. I totally skipped that. So you can add that to your sheet, I believe. I believe there is a little space for it.
Yes, thank you, sir. Also, I have a bronze quarterstaff on my back that you can probably see.
Okay.
You see a mace and a shield on me.
Okay. At least 3 of us have a chance. He mutters to himself and just keeps walking towards the garrison.
Very well. Could all of you roll me a D5? And state your number in chat somewhere I can keep track of.
A D5?
Yes, a D5.
Yeah.
A D5. A D5, a D5. Well, a D6, I guess, would be preferable if you're rolling RL. A D6
All's
then.
will say.
Yeah. I forget that you can just slash R D5.
Yeah, 4.
Oh, yeah, I'm stupid, sorry.
No, it's okay. It's totally fine.
I'm sorry, did you want us to say the numbers out loud, or did you?
Yes, if you can state them somewhere.
Sure. I'll put it in chat.
A 1. So let's see, a 4, a 1, a 5, and whom else? And a 4. Very much. Okay, a 4. So we have 2, 4, 5. We will start with Isra. In that case. The night is dark and the rain is still pouring. Where do you choose to go rest for tonight?
It's time I go home. So I'm gonna go there.
Very well. You take your stroll. You follow the pathway of lanterns that are scattering across the street that you are now familiar with, although it has been a good amount of time before you left. You went. Oh, Darshan is gone.
No.
His phone might have died. He told me it was at 12%.
He told me he was hanging on for dear life with it.
Yep. Poor boy. Poor homeboy. Alright. Well, in that case, but we continue a little bit briefly to reach it then. Isra. Again, you follow the pathway of lanterns that is both familiar but a distant memory to you. As well as a sore thought in mind. As you traverse and continue through the streets, the encroaching thought continues to pound at your head. You know what lies behind the door in which you stand in front of.
gonna take a really deep breath and enter.
As you enter, you are met with a smell that is almost stale, as if your home had not moved in, well, since you last entered it. You arrive into the kitchen room for which you have. You see fruit that have been eaten or half eaten, while other have rotten. Into the distance, you hear
Daniel? You alright?
"Oh, dear, is that you?"
Yes, sorry, I slept in my office a few days. And head towards it.
Do not be sorry. It's fine. I understand.
Where is his voice coming from?
He is coming from a secondary room which you have. It is his office.
Without,
The one. Yep. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, without taking off any of her gear, she'll go to the office and open the door.
You go into the office and you are met with the following sight. A man wearing a veston, his skin sickly looking, and a slight little oil lamp illuminates the otherwise pitch dark room. He has a book in hand, which he seemed to even struggle to lift. He's beginning to be bony. But even though his eyes have become hollow, the actual pupil brighten upon your sight. It's a wonder to see you, my love.
I'm so happy to see you. Awake and reading. It's been a while since I've seen that.
I figured I would try to finish the books I haven't read while I can.
You've plenty of time.
This one is a fascinating story from the land of Vatros, actually. I'll try to keep it clean so you can read it.
It's alright, you needn't worry about that. I had a summons from one of the Duke's guardsmen, and I'll be heading off soon to prove myself useful to them, and perhaps if all goes well, find the Duke's son, and we'll figure things out.
That you see. Make me an insight.
Yeah. Ooh, I get to use the feature already. Ooh, that's pretty good. Dirty 20.
You know your husband well. You can clearly see that there are an underlying stream of thought at the mention of. Well, first there seemed to be a certain excitement at the mention of the summon. To be granted an audience with a member of the Dutchery is a fine a very fine thing to have in life. And then the prospect of leaving for a while. You see that it dulls his eyes for a brief instant as the pain in the thought of you departing once more. And with all of the strength that he tries to have with the remaining muscle of his lips capable of functioning, he tend a painful little smile. Well, that is grand, really. That would be excellent funding. That would be simply... Oh, that would be grand for the both of us, truly. Both for your research and, well, the obvious.
If his son is found, he can return funding back to the academy and maybe we could find a cure.
That would be an amazing thought, yes.
I won't lose you too.
That would be also my hope. And I do believe in your capability to success whatever endeavor you were tasked right now.
I hope so.
I haven't touched the bedsheet of our bedroom. If you wish to stay, perhaps I could read a bit of the story. You can take a chair. I've been careful.
I don't know if we should take the risk. Not when we're this close.
You're right. Yes, that's... The safer, the better.
I'm sorry.
Do not fret, it's fine. If you return, I'm beginning to not have much to eat. Anything would be nice.
I have some rations I could give you. I was planning to take them with me, but yes, I will find something before I leave.
That would be most grand, my love.
Just don't leave the house.
I won't, and I haven't in so long. I'm not going to jeopardize or risk anything. Especially much less with you now under the jurisdiction of the Duke.
Just a little longer, right?
Then I'll be fine.
And you'll be fine. I'll let you get your rest and finish your book. And you can sleep in the room. I'll stay in my study.
Very well.
Right.
You have a good night. It's good to have you here.
You too. Good night.
Good night.
She'll close the door.
With that, you are left with, unless there anything else you would do, you're left to rest within your own study room. And through the night, before sleeping, you do hear deep cough that resonates through the halls. And that bounce against the door of your own study. Next, we have. Oh, well. Dawson is in here. Damn. We have the clown. If he's here.
I think he's changing a diaper.
Oh, did he mention?
Yes.
Oh, there he is.
Oh,
Diaper
there it is,
changed.
there it is. Diaper change. Okay,
I haven't thrown it away yet, but here, I can sure. Y'all can have that. Here. Right, okay, so we're all on the same page.
Are those fucking glowing gloves?
Those are my hands, buddy.
What did you have? Oh,
Poopy diaper.
Blurred so it can be
Ew.
safe for work.
Ew! Ooh, nasty. The clown, as you walk off from the castle, where would you spend the night? Where is it that you go?
Returning to the garrison.
Return to the garrison. It doesn't take long for you. You know the path. You are aware. It's not even that far of a distance, truly. You arrive, and there are many a door to enter this building. You go past the main hall. And upon entering, you see that the festivity have died down quite a bit. Individuals are already resting, some laying on the floor, some being taken to sit, and some still some remaining at table counting coin or even already strategizing. Some of the Red Hoods are even seemingly planning ahead.
Observe my surroundings and admire those who weren't too drunk to think. And go to seek out Lorcan.
Lorcan? It takes a bit, but you don't find him into the fray of people currently. But you do find him into a room that is dedicated to both of you. He's resting near a fireplace, and he's not quite asleep, but he is on a chair, visibly as if having awaited your return. Ah, is that you, Declan?
Hey, the one and only.
That's good. He turns his chair briefly. How were things? You were gone for quite some time.
Right. I'm not sure if you heard before I parted, if you heard the vocal reading in the hall.
Oh, I might have been. I might have had a nail or two in the ear. What was it for?
I received a summons to to the Weeping Castle.
A summon to the Weeping Castle.
Aye.
In good reason, I hope. Correct?
Well, yes. I'm afraid I might miss a hunt or two.
Is that so?
Before my last venture, while you were on your 2-week journey,
Mm-hmm.
I sent in a request to assist with the search for the boy, the Duke's son.
Can you make me an insight check?
Mm-hmm.
Then it's hard to tell the nooks and cranny of the visage as he is now facing against the flame, so you principally only see a shadow, right? You do sense a pause before he speaks. That is a noble cause, brother.
I'm sorry, my kiddo's
No,
pointing
it's-
at me for cookies. I'm struggling to hear you.
No, it's like 1 second. I'll
1
take
minute.
a cookie.
Grab it.
I'll take a cookie in honor. Do I go for someone else in the meantime, or do I wait?
Cookie looks good.
It's a good cookie, man.
What was a chocolate chip?
It's mini egg cookie.
What?
Any egg?
Yeah, mini egg.
Egg?
Like chocolate egg?
Yeah, like the mini egg. Like
Oh,
little.
okay.
They're like Easter bunny
Oh, but
chocolate.
I've been fended off at least. I'm ready when you are.
How's always eating my crib? You. Yes. That is very noble of you, the clan.
I mean it. I was getting short contracts for a time, but this would bring in a little extra coin, and it's a missing boy. I feel like that strikes a chord or two.
That does sound like quite your expertise, doesn't it?
A little bit more yours, from the perspective I'm going in on, but I figure it's time I do a little bit more, a bit more good, something useful since I got back.
Well, in truth, I'm not the one who found you anyway, huh?
You tried.
Anyhow, that is I'm certain you'll do well. Do you have any leads on that boy?
First, they'll be throwing us through a bit of a gauntlet. Gonna go look for the last searchers of the boy. Retrieve the funds I'm sure they lost, and that's a bit of a directive. They'll probably have us bring the gold back and what's left of it. So that they can pay us the same thing.
Then that should be no challenge to you.
We'll be looking for even more missing children in the northern woods. You don't think that... I mean... With your recollection over mine, you don't think that's anything similar, do you? Of the same nature, or...
Make another insight.
18.
You can almost hear it in the intonation of his body, just by looking at it, how it's a sore subject. I wouldn't wish it. I think
Neither.
it.
Neither did I. Go.
It could. We haven't found an ounce of a trace of similar to what happened that night.
Are there any? Have there been any more that wander back out in the Hood's history prior to 8 years ago?
Children always disappear from where we come from. I've heard little of them returning.
I mean, it's more than time I did my part after heavy lifting. You and the other hoods, or some of the other hoods, but I. I'm gonna have to tell you, you're not allowed to go dying for any glory while I'm gone. No hunt is worth it while I'm gone.
Don't. You see, he deposit, I guess. He placed his mug that he held throughout this time on the ground, and he raised himself from a chair. He is a little bit taller than your older brother. And you approach. You're hidden in his shadow. You can very much smell the festivity on him. I'm sure you'll do good.
It'll be something worthy to tell the others. A bit different than a regular hunt, but perhaps I'll slay something or two along the way.
Don't forget that you returned.
Broke up a little, what he said.
Do not forget that you've returned, and keeping it that way would be appreciated.
I'm not going to gamble my luck. It's a bit more appreciate what I was given back.
I will not stop you to do so. But
Like you could stop me if you wanted.
I'm certain I can.
We'll see about that when I get back, brother.
Very well. You should go rest. If you are to depart in the morning or even in the night, I do not know. I'll go rest.
We'll be meeting by the north gate, near the garrison. It's a measly lot.
I'm sure you'll be in good company. I hope.
There's at least one or two that has weaponry, perhaps heavy enough. Blaze out there.
Don't forget that magic is quite the thing around here. I'm certain that even the scrawniest men can bring a hell to something, even though they might break like twigs if they fall too hard.
Right, I suppose I don't know much beyond my own few abilities. And not there. Try to afford to travel by horse. It'll be fine.
If you need coin, I can gather some for you. I don't mind.
I should have something or two in the bag.
I'll leave a pouch before you leave. I mean, I got paid quite handsomely
Thank you,
from that last hunt.
Well, I'll make sure whatever I come back with weighs more. Whether it be coin or beast.
Sounds like a good deal. Very well.
I've never. No. Right. Get some rest. Sleep
Rest
off
well.
the ale. Breath reeks.
Never. I
No.
mean, I haven't had a hell in 2 weeks.
Just warning you of a woman's words. By the end of the night.
A
Yeah.
woman's word.
If you tried to get anything around here, you're gonna be told the same thing.
Repeat that, sorry.
Huh?
I didn't hear it.
Oh, he said, Crap, I don't remember exactly. If you're gonna sleep around anytime soon, they're gonna tell you the same thing.
I see. Well, I believe ale will suit me. But I'm quite happy to return into my own bed.
Fine rest. I'm gonna have to do the same. It'll be up fairly early. And he starts getting under his covers.
Very well. He does so too, and perhaps it's been a while, but as you head off to sleep, you reminisce on the joy that not hearing your drunken brother snoring was through the night. As his sound reverberates through the wood. The next one will be between our two last inquiry, as they both rolled a 1. Any preference?
We could roll against each other again.
Yes, I would love that. Roll a d6.
Okay.
See which one has the highest.
Haha, beat that.
Oh, please roll a 1. Oh,
I got a
Then-
1.
wonderful. Then Nicholas,
Alright.
you're left into the reach of the Weeping Castle, as the other have departed. You find yourself in the streets, and as you roam, perhaps finding yourself under a lamppost. Where is it that you rest for the night? Where is it that our masked man roam? Where does he head?
Alright. I'm gonna head back to a inn that I've been staying at for a while now.
Well, you enter the inn. The tender of drink of the establishment nod to you. He doesn't pay too much mind. You paid for a while to be here. Already know the payment is on the way. And most of it has already been paid in advance, like mentioned. He simply nods, allowing you to pass, allowing you to go into your room.
Alright. First I'm gonna stop at the bar and I'm gonna pick up a drink to take up to my room.
It will cost you a mere 5 copper.
Okay. I will do that.
You can remove it later if you want. It's fine.
Alright. So I'm gonna grab the drink.
You grab the drink. It is an ale like any other.
And I'm gonna head back, I'm gonna head up to the room. And I'm gonna sit, I'm gonna sit on my bed. And kind of lost in thought. Or lack of. And I'm gonna all of a sudden take notice of the feeling of the chain around my neck.
Yes.
And I'm gonna grab it, and it's a piece of rubble from the house that I was almost found dead in. And I'm gonna try to reach out and see if I can get any answers about I guess about if this is the right path for me to go on.
Kindly roll me a religion check.
Yes. That would be an 8.
You lay there into your room. You try as hard as you can to focus onto a thought, onto something to latch on. It feels as if you're traversing back into the darkness from which you came. You're blind, you're unable to see. And everywhere you go, it leads to nothing. But then you look at your feet. And although you do not see a lure into the darkness, you do not see light, you do not see anything. You understand that you are, regardless of which, on a path. And perhaps that is enough to know.
I'm gonna let go of my necklace and grab my drink. I'm gonna drink it with a lot of heavy gulps before I put it down empty. And I'm gonna lay down in my bed and doze off for the night.
As you doze off, you close your eyes, rest, and in the distance of your mind, you hear it again. And from there, our last but certainly not least, our dear astronomer Rigel. Where is it that you go upon being left on the streets of the Weeping Castle?
Am I getting any funny looks from people, like given my condition?
In the night, during the deep hours, there's not that many people who dare go outside, and many of those who are guards. Sorry. our guards, and they don't pay much mind to you. There's one that eventually sees, demanding if you have reason to be outside. And with the presentation of the paper, you are left unbothered. But when you did make contact with that guard, you did see a feeling of unsureness upon the look of you. But otherwise, people are not really here. Yes, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Okay, I think in that case, I'm going to just make way back to the observatory.
Hello.
Horridly.
You make quick pace into the night. You run through the water. You almost slip for a brief instant, but you catch yourself and you arrive at the gate, for which you're able to pass quite easily. You know the spell to which to unlock the gates. You know the code, you know the pass. And eventually you manage to be inside.
I think I'd like to make my way up to the observatory top deck to see, despite the rain, see if I can make out anything in the sky with my telescope.
Mm-hmm. You're not the only one here as you arrive. The deep hour is the prime time for you and your fellows to observe upon the tapestry that lays above you. Some are listening, some are observing. You make the distinction quite clear. You find a place that is reclusive, alone, without any bother. In front of you is a telescope from which you can take.
Inspect it for any stains, wipe them, polish them as best that I can before I use it.
Mm-hmm. You do so. It doesn't take too much. It's been taken care of quite well. There might have been a slight smudge of a thumbs dipped in ink, perhaps a little mistake. Aside for that, it is clean and usable as any other.
I suppose I will look up into the sky and just try to start observing if I can.
You may roll either an insight or an arcana. At your choice.
I rolled a 15 for arcana.
Well, is there anything in particular that you're trying to search for?
Trying to search for something that can help me in the coming days, whether it be some power or some guide, something.
Well, you peer into the night sky, and for a brief instant, the clouds obscure your vision. And eventually, there is a slight opening. You see across the star, you see across their veil. You see the whole scope of it shine in an instant. And as they do, when that you ponder upon an answer, trying to seek it, you see the star briefly move, placing themselves. As you observe, you witness the alignment of 4 stars. A rare
I'm just like-
occurrence.
I'm sorry, I'm just
Go
like feverishly writing this, like while looking, not even looking at my my notebook.
And then you observe even more briefly, and in an instant you realize it is not simply 4-star but 5. As through the night you observe their stagnant alignment until another one pierced through, opening itself, bright, pale, and small. They form a straight line. And you get the sense that perhaps you are on the right path.
Put it down. Step away. Kind of like control my shivers. Okay. Okay. Most likely turn in for the night.
Very well. As you go back to your room, assuming you go back to your room to rest for the night, you do see that your own telescope, as you walk through your room, the light of the moon hits just right, and you see that it shines more than usual. Onto it there is a slight note in a fine handwriting. Written on it is, "For the inconvenience and prudeness of earlier, I took the liberty of cleaning but this little piece here. Signed, Trinan. Turnian, sorry."
Just like grab the note, cocked eyebrow.
Your telescope has been polished. It shines beautifully. It's as if almost new.
It's like toss the note.
Anything?
Yeah, suppose I'd just like
Okay, fair
get
enough.
ready for bed. Yeah.
No, that's alright. I just making sure. And so, much like any of the other companions, you doze off to rest, and time passes and time flows, and in the eventuality, all of you hear the distinct sound and awake next time to the great bells of the Crimson Bell Tower. And that's where we'll end.
Okay,
Mm,
that was good.
yeah, very good.